I'm fixing to get started in 5 minutes, guys. So if you what's it called? If you haven't watched it at around 1:45, I'm gonna give some people some time to log in. Good to see you guys. Hope you guys are doing okay. Again, if this is your first time here and you haven't seen any of the previous sessions, on the right hand side there's a live chat. Just say here or say hi. Let me know that you're here for attendance purposes. That way I know who's here and who wasn't. You know what I mean? And once again, guys, we'll be getting started here in about 1:45. It's 1:41 according to my clock, so if you guys haven't all right, guys, what's going on? Hello, Sari, Alan, Caroline, how are you guys doing? Staying clean and clear, away from the coronavirus? Thanks for joining, guys. I appreciate it. It's 1:43 right now. We're fixing to get started here in a second. If it stays a small group like this, then I'm just going to run through the instructions super fast. And if you have any questions, you could just ask it off to the side on the live chat, okay? So just hang tight. We got about 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to get started here, okay? The idea is that you guys log on during your class time, but like um, the last video that I did, I had some kids from sixth period logging in early. You know, you can do that too. That's totally fine. Just, you know, make sure that you guys are logging into the right time. And if you can't, log in a little earlier. You know what I mean? Hey, AJ, how you doing? So, yeah, so that's the idea behind the live stream. Again, since it's all online, I just want you guys to feel comfortable. I want you guys to be able to talk to me. I don't know if any of your other teachers have been doing this. If they're using any like online thing or like a phone call or anything like that with you guys, but I do want to make our way to doing something like that eventually. Um, so have any of you guys had any experience with any other teachers in regards to like having class, maybe not doing YouTube Live, but maybe using Google Meets or Zoom or Microsoft Teams? Have you guys been having any video conferences with your teachers yet, or not yet? Let me know off to the side, please. And I'm gonna get started right now. I just got one thing to do real quick. So okay, all right. No, no, nothing yet with your other teachers. Okay. Well, let's get rock and rolling. I'm gonna try to keep this as short and sweet as possible, that way you guys can get to work and you can free up the rest of your day. I don't know what else you guys got to do. Um, Try to remember that Monday, Wednesdays are going to be like Google Classroom assignments. Tuesdays, Thursdays, we're going to go live with each other and talk with each other, either through YouTube, or we'll do something like with Microsoft Teams or with Zoom, and you guys will all be on a video conference with me. But if as far as Fridays are concerned, I would love to do Fridays live, but I know that sometimes parents have plans for you guys, or whatever the case may be. So it might Google Classroom might be live. I'm gonna kind of feel it out. This is the first week we're doing it, so we're just kind of feeling it out. Okay, my plan is to go live on Friday though, so make sure that you guys are available either around your class time, or if you want to join another class when I tell you I'm going live on Remind 101, just let me know. If you don't have Remind 101, let me know so I can get you the code. And yeah, and then we'll be rock and rolling. Okay, so I know you might not have your notebook, and you probably do, which either or, awesome. You know what I mean? I will work with it. But the last thing that we talked about in class was about natural selection, right? We talked about Charles Darwin going out to the Galapagos Islands, encountering same species of bird, different beaks, right? And depending on the beaks, it showed their adaptations to their environment, right? And then we talked about our adaptation with the opposable thumb, and I gave you guys that lab to do. And this is what we know, though. We know that variation, differences in organisms, will lead to adaptation, their ability to adapt to their environment. If they can adapt to their environment, they can survive, right? Make sense? So in your notes, I know it's backwards. It might be a little blurry, and I'm sorry. That could be my internet connection. That could be yours. It's probably mine. But in your notes, you can make this note: variation leads to adaptation. Adaptation leads to survival. Okay. If you didn't catch it, I'll go ahead and type it here in the chat. That way you guys can see it if you have it. Variation. I'll put a little arrow here. I'm terrible at arrows, apparently. Adaptation ultimately leads to survival. Okay. Now, evolution doesn't happen with just one species. It doesn't happen with just one organism. It always happens within a group of species. It happens with numbers, and it happens over like generations. It doesn't happen just over one generation. You get what I'm saying? It happens over time. And so there's many mechanisms. There's many ways that evolution naturally occurs. Now, you guys were doing the beetle lab on the last day of school, and some of you guys are seeing that the big factor in that was mutation, right? We were able to see mutation in the beetles, and then as a result, they were changing color, and then they were able to adapt to their background, and then therefore survive from the birds, okay? So in your notebook or on a separate sheet of paper, whatever you got, I want you to title it Mechanisms of Evolution. I'm going to type that in there, of evolution, in case you didn't see it. And what you're going to do is I want you to trace your hand on the paper. So you're going to trace the hand on the paper. I'm going to do that real quick. It's going to be sloppy. Don't judge my wonky hand. Okay. So it's going to look something like this. Okay. Now, online on Google Classroom, you're going to see something that says 5 Fingers of Evolution. And it's a TED Talk. It's a video that's explaining how evolution occurs over giant populations. You get what I mean? And the way it does that is it shows you a hand, and then it tells you a way to remember it. It says, okay, well, the thumb represents mutation. This one represents genetic drift. This one represents gene flow, whatever the case may be. Okay. Your job is to copy the notes from the video. You put word definition and a drawn example. Word definition, drawn example, word definition, drawn example. You get me? The more colorful, the more creative it is, the better off your grade. Okay. Does it have to be within the fingers? No. In the past, I've had kids write or draw the picture above, or they draw pictures interacting with the fingers and things like that. So whatever the case may be, you're going to see that all in the video. Okay. The last thing you're going to do, which will be due by Friday, and I'll reiterate that, I'll sum it up towards the end of this, is you're going to make a short little video showing that you can explain this and present it. Okay. Couple things. I got to see your face in the video. So if you go like, "Hi, I'm Sadae," and then cover your face and go, this represents this, or represents that, blah blah blah. That's fine as long as I see your face. You get me? And as long as your voice doesn't change. That's a little weird. Okay. But I want you to demonstrate that you understand what it's saying. I understand that it might be difficult to understand at the first go around. So I attached another video that shows giraffes. It's a silly video, but the guy is he explains it in a way that you can understand. And I know that when you guys listen to it in the past, a lot of my kids have loved it. They like kind of like look at it like, what is this? And then they start laughing midway through the video. You get me? So I understand that you might not think it's funny or whatever, but at the very least, you can get what the video is trying to say in the ways that evolution can occur. You just got to give it some time. It starts off slow. Okay, so ultimately what I'm trying to say is this in a nutshell. Okay, on a separate sheet of paper of some sort or your notebook, you do mechanisms of evolution, you title it like that, you trace your hand. Okay, does it have to be on a paper? Nah. If you want to get creative and somehow draw it on Snapchat or somehow do it on TikTok, by all means, knock yourself out. You get me? Then you're going to go online onto Google Classroom, watch the video that's titled 5 Fingers of Evolution. And what's it called? It'll explain what each finger represents. What you'll do is write name, definition, and show and draw an example. Make sense? If you're with me so far and you understand what I'm saying, put a thumbs up emoji or say yes. If you have a question, make sure you ask it off to the chat off to the side, okay? But let me know that you're with me, okay? Now, the last part of this assignment, you're going to make a short little video, a TikTok. Maybe if you want to do a Google Slides, if you want to do something like that, something real quick, you're going to explain what each finger means. But I got to be able to see your face in it, okay? There's plenty of ways to take video nowadays. You could do, like I said, a Snapchat and then just download it onto your phone and then email it to me. You guys should have my email by now. It should be posted in the Google Classroom. If it's not there, let me know and I'll post it up there. And if you want to, I've had kids send it to me through Remind. I don't have any examples right now. I'm talking about the work from yesterday. I don't have any examples of this, but as soon as I get some, I'll start posting some examples to help you guys out. Okay, this is due Friday. I understand that you also have the Going Viral project that I gave you yesterday. Don't spaz. Okay, the Going Viral project is for a test grade. And remember, you're creating a virus. If you didn't see that video, go back to the channel. It's titled Going Viral. That's your assignment for Friday as well. This one's going to be a quiz grade. This is going to be way quicker because you watch the video. It literally gives you the answers right there, even with pictures. All you got to do is demonstrate that you know what you're talking about. Okay? The Going Viral video is you guys creating a virus and then what's it called? And explaining it and stuff like that. So remember, there's 2 tasks to that. You write a paper, and then you make a video or a public service announcement, Google Slides, Adobe Spark, whatever the case may be. Okay? But those are your only 2 assignments right now, at least by the end of the week. Tomorrow I'm going to post a Google Classroom assignment. Again, they're coming down on us about making sure that you guys are doing what you're supposed to be doing. So the only way where they have proof that you're doing it and that you're with us is you doing the work and submitting it. Make sense? I am going to do my best to be as creative as I can, being online with you guys as much as for as long as this whole coronavirus thing lasts. So just bear with me, okay? But do you have any other questions? Do you have any questions in regards to the project and things of that sort? Ask it off to the side so I can see. I'll wait. It's pretty straightforward. If you want, I can stick around. Okay, so the evolution guided notes, if you did it on a piece of paper or you somehow printed and did it on a piece of paper, just take a picture and then either post it on Google Classroom or send it to me via email. Make sense? If you did it on Google Docs or you did a Doc Hub or whatever, just share it with me. Share it with me via my email. Make sense? And I'll be able to see it, make sure that I have access to see it and to edit it, okay? Because sometimes I might have to send back saying that, I can't see it. And if you did in some other way, shape, or form or another, like maybe you did a Word document or you did a, I don't know, a PDF form or whatever, just email it to me. That would be simpler. Does that answer your question? Um, as far as the going viral, remember there's two. So it's that first page. If you hand wrote it, take a picture, send it to me. If you did Google Docs, share it with me. And then the other part was a public service announcement. So however you did that, either Google Slides or Adobe Spark, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever you use to film the PSA or to do the PSA, just email it over to me or post it up on Google Classroom. Cool. I'm glad. Okay. Any other questions in regards to that? Any questions about either the Going Viral project or the Mechanisms of Evolution? Once you start this, guys, you're going to see how easy it is. You just got to start it. The video will take care of everything. It's you understanding it that is going to be a little bit more challenging. So again, that's what the giraffe video is for. Sound good? If you want, I can stick around here for like another 5 or 10 minutes and hang out. If you got any questions, you can ask me just on live chat, or you can just Google. If you don't want to work on it right now, you want to save it for later today, you can ask me on Google Classroom or send me an email. It's up to you, whatever you guys want. If you want me to stick around, just on the chat type stay. If you want me to, if you are ready to sign off and you're okay with me signing off, just type email. That way I know that you'll email me or you'll contact me when you feel ready. Does that make sense? But again, we're going live on Thursday again. Tomorrow you'll have a shorter assignment with me, and that's how we'll take attendance. The do nows that you see up on there on Google Classroom, that's also a way that helps me take attendance with you guys. So make sure you're doing that too. Today's do now was like the symptoms of COVID-19, I believe. Just to double check, make sure it was there. Yeah. So the majority of you guys turned that in, you know what I mean? But just try to remember that that's not the only thing that I'm checking. Okay. So I don't want you to think that, oh, I did my do now for the day, I'm done with Compian's class. No, because you're gonna get behind on work. Okay. So I appreciate you guys sticking around and being live with me here. Okay. Again, if you want me to stay, just type stay. I'll stick around for a couple more minutes. If you want to just contact me later. If you have any questions, just type email. I'm good with either or. I'm not gonna get my feelings hurt. Okay. I only got one of you guys responding. I'll tell you what, I'll stick around here. If not, then you guys can go ahead and log out. That's all right with me. So again, you guys be good. I love you guys. And if you can't be good at what you do. I'll be here if you have any questions. I'm gonna stick around for a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna be out of here. So you can leave if you want to. I'll be ending the stream maybe about 5 minutes, okay? So I'm chilling out right here. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys later then. Okay. You guys let me know if you need anything. Bye, guys.